Hello there and welcome back to Among the Whispers. Yes, we're back on here going to be continuing our little playthrough that we got going on. It's kind of a story playthrough. Yeah, I'm actually starting to enjoy this game now that I understand the mechanics and stuff like that. It's just the tutorial did not work the first time we played. So yeah, if you don't know what this game is, basically a ghost hunting game. But it's more chill in the fact that you won't get killed by the ghosts like in Phasmophobia. You'll just kind of get knocked out. I suppose I haven't really tested to see what happens when your character goes crazy, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's get on into it. Also, happy Spooktober, everyone. Hopefully, you're all having yourselves a great Spooktober season. But yeah, this game, if you want to know, the developer of this game also made Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. There we go. And we just finished that game last week, so if you want to see the finale where we finished off the final ghost, we had learned everything about the ghost, and we had, it was a demon, so we had gotten rid of the demon as well. We have 100%ed that game in its entirety, and I got the entire series all up on YouTube if you want to see it all. Some of the content is a lot older. We have been playing that game for a few years now, so it's one of those. Why isn't this game loading? Come on now. Loading in all those beautiful graphics, all those 1440p or whatever it is. 4K. I don't know why it's taking forever to load. Very strange. Here we go.
All right, let's do this.
Yes, let's do this. Okay. So, hopefully it didn't reset our progress this time. I guess we'll find out. Is all of our progress gone? All of our progress is gone. Are you kidding? No. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay, follow up to our last little chat. This is from Conrad Stevenson, by the way. I think the developer voiced his voice lines in the first game, and he's also voiced in this one as well a little bit. Stephanie, after our call, I was thinking you should send a follow-up email for reference later, just in case. Upload tragic deaths to the deduction board from the Fallen Apple. Ghosts generally appear after a tragedy. Use the flags. Try to keep placeable gear spread out on the floor. Getting spooked. Stand by the equipment. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here I, Stephanie. Thank you for returning my call and providing much needed comfort. My family has lived lavishly. Yeah, we already done this. So my mother and father would converse about the occurrences in the East Lounge. So we click on that. I've also witnessed a ghost in there not long ago. Recalling my parents' discussion, I feel like... Yeah, I don't understand. Am I getting reset each time? I'll have to find out here. So my mother and father would converse about occurrences in the East Lounge. I've also witnessed a ghost in there not long ago. Recalling my parents' discussion, I feel like what I saw may not be the same entity, so there's multiple entities. I look forward to hearing about your successful investigation. Okay, so are we progressing, or are we getting our progress reset? Because you would think all of my progress was still here, which it is not. So let's go ahead and head back out. I want to leave for a second. Okay, so we did not get our progress reset. I am actually happy about that. You can see we've got chapters 1 through 5, and this is our total progress throughout the game, and we're still in chapter 1. So let's return to the main menu, because you have to. You can't go back. And hit continue again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this game is not in early access, but
all right, let's do this.
But it does seem to. Oh, and then yeah, it just removes all your all your stuff. So if you go back to the email, Chester Scott, yeah, East Lounge. So thank you for returning my call. Okay. Okay, this is the same one. All right, cool. So if you ever leave at any point, you do have to start over, which is actually kind of weird because for some reason there is no. So East Lounge. Okay, that's the room right next to us. That's perfect. Last time we were up here on the second floor in the art room, and then before that we were in the this area over here. So. Alright. So yeah, like I said, this is a... Oh, there's a little bit of lag. Oh, and it's now 10 p.m. by the way. Yeah, it is 10 p.m. Okay. This is the East Lounge. Also, for some reason, a lot of stuff likes to glow green, so just kind of ignore that. And then, yeah, this was the thing from the last one. So yeah. Basically, the way this game works is a little bit of a slow burn. So one of the very first things that you need to do is you need to basically ramp up activity, and you do this by finding paranormal evidence, for instance. So we're going to take the EMF reader and the temp sensor out. And just, actually, you know what I should do? I should do one at a time and have the camera ready to go. Just in case it decides to show itself. Who knows why it would do that, but you never know. So yeah, like I said, this game is a bit of a slow burn. It's more of a realistic experience, is what the developer wanted, rather than the Phasmophobia where you're trying to figure out what the ghost is before the ghost kills you. This one's more of a story ghost style of game. So, also we can take pictures of these if we want to do that. But they did say the East Lounge, which this is the East Lounge. That's where we're at. And we just need to find paranormal activity in order to ramp up the activity. And the ghost... Did you hear that? Apparently there's an EMF reading right here. Oh, that's because there's a plugin. So yeah, everything gives off an EMF level, which is... Oh, here we go. Ghost orbs. We got ghost orbs.
These EMF levels are unusual.
Very highly. Absolutely. And it's not as tricky as Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI. The stuff kind of sticks around a little bit longer. Okay, and then we need to redo this.
This EMF activity is probably from a ghost.
Probably. Okay. So now that we got some of that, let's go to temp sensor. And you know, I'm going to put away the camera for a second. I'm going to do recorder instead, just in case the ghost decides to.
Let's put the backpack away first.
Okay, lady, whatever. And we're going to try to find some
unusual cold spot there.
Really? Yeah, it's kind of bouncing up and down. We point away from it. And it's doing that old, like, the old screen style. Where it kind of, like, fades out as the numbers are changing. You guys ever have that?
These temperature fluctuations appear to be paranormal.
Oh, and we got some more orbs. Perfect. Don't worry about that. That's just this here. Letting off some steam. Alright. So since now that we've got that, let's go ahead and grab this real quick. And we'll grab the recorder as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. And the ghost seems to be roughly there, so I'm going to aim it like that. There we go. And this will basically record anything if we manage to get that. Now what we can do is we can also grab out our parabolic mic. Now this is really cool. This was a nice welcome to change. Whoops. Oh, things are happening. Don't worry about that. We won't record any of that, but yeah, so nice welcome to change was with the parabolic mic and the recorder, and this is how you get that type of evidence. So really, really nice. Okay, we've got some recording. Got some footsteps. Nice. And you know if you capture something correct, because the track will go from 0 to 1. Well, 000 to 1. 001. And it'll also go, and it'll just keep climbing every time you get something correct. And it's the same with the camera. If you take a proper photo, it'll actually count up how many photos. So, which is actually kind of nice to tell the player to say, hey, you've done something correctly. Now I'm using the parabolic mic to kind of help the ghost basically kind of interact with us. And we can also do provocations. Whoops. Which I've forgotten the button to do, apparently. Also, I completely forgot how to turn on the flashlight either. There we go. F. So what we can do is we can ask questions. This is how you ask the questions. So we want a vocal response, so I'm going to do this. And then we wait till it fills up.
Anyone here who wants to talk?
I don't think we got anything from that, but we'll see. It's still kind of active. And you can see on my watch there, you can see the 82 is basically my nerve. If that gets down to 0 or below 25, I think it is, I said. Below 25, that basically my heart rate goes up and all that stuff, and I have a panic attack. And the provocation stuff, that's the top number. So, oh, we get a little bit of tapping. I was hoping there's something else that would follow that. Alright, let's try this. No, I don't want them to make a noise. Let's try this one.
Is anyone here?
Gonna aim at that piano. Nope. Yep, and you can see you can hear the ambient noise change. So basically what I've done is I've kind of upped the activity a little bit more. Oh. Oh, that was a baby crying. Interesting. And we might get spooked here. Depends on what kind of ghost it is. Gosh, that plant sometimes scares me because I'd see like... Oh, that's just stuff moving. Be nice if stuff actually moved. I mean, stuff does move, but it's only when the ghost throws something at you. How we doing? Oh, crap. Is it an intelligent? Nope, this ghost is not intelligent. However, we should be getting recordings. Okay, cool. We did get a recording of it. This is good. It looks like a very old ghost as well. So there is, I mean, kind of the information has changed a little bit between the first game and the second game, but I think it remains mostly the same. It depends on the kind of ghost it is, but basically, I have no idea what that just said. That was cool. Yeah, we're ramping up the activity quite good. And once we start hearing the bells, that means the ghost is at maximum as well. Once we start hearing the chimes, then we'll know the ghost is at maximum level. We got some more footsteps. A lot of these I'm probably going to delete. I just click it just in case. Okay, this still has 2 free slots. This is good. But basically, like, the residual ghost kind of... Oh, there he is again. See if I can ask something.
Do you know why you passed?
That really dropped my stuff. Very sloshy, that one. Cool. That actually was just fine. Oh, we got some more orbs. Don't want to stand in the orbs. That drops my nerve, basically.
Tell me when you died.
We'll give him a minute. See if he can work up the energy to tell us. Yeah, as I was saying, Ghost keeps interrupting me. The basically the residual ghosts just kind of relive their day to day, just over and over. Like they don't really know they're dead. They relive their day to day, kind of reliving different portions of their life, and as a ghost, basically. They just relive certain memories or certain days. Oh, there he is again. He definitely looks very old. Very dirty, too. Let's see, what does his eyes look like? Oh. Oh. No, that's different chime. So that chime was from it turning 11 o'clock. Now the intelligent ghosts, they kind of interact with the environment a lot more. They will definitely interact with you. Sometimes they'll walk up to you and just basically, sometimes they'll spook you a little bit, that kind of stuff. It's just one of those things. And they will, like I said, they'll interact with their environment. They'll throw stuff around. They'll get angry, and whatnot. And then you've got the other ghosts with their shadows, which are basically, they look like a shadow ghost. I mean, I haven't seen a shadow ghost in this game yet. I don't know what they look like. I'm going to guess they look like a shadow, but that kind of ghost definitely loves to mess with the player. Definitely loves to mess with you. It'll scare you, scream at you, all that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, my nerve is crazy. Okay, hold on. We gotta step outside for a minute. Yeah, I looked down at my watch and it's just like, oh my gosh, my nerve is so low. So, maybe I should step out for a moment. You definitely want to keep that up, because yeah, if anything happens, I believe, I don't know, I don't exactly know what happens when you lose your nerve, but it's definitely a good idea to keep that up so that you can keep asking questions and stuff like that. I imagine you couldn't stay away long either. Alright. I don't know if this will do anything.
Do you like the people living here?
Don't think that worked. Like I said, we might not even get responses hardly, because this appears to be a residual ghost. It does appear to be. So I don't know if we're going to get too many responses. We want to try and get a response that the ghost normally says. Because a lot of the time these ghosts will repeat stuff from their life, and then we can figure out who they are based on that kind of stuff. It's just kind of a sigh.
Do you know when you passed?
Sir. Look at that nerve drop. It's like, I mean, if you just had a ghost just walk up to you, what would you do, you know? Alright, the ghost is kind of, it's not, the ghost not feeling really chatty. Alright. And we haven't uploaded anything yet, so. We want to try and see. Okay, this one doesn't have any more free slots, so. What I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna grab this. I'll hold this. So what is this as a move? Okay, I see that one. I don't see the ghost in any of these other photos. Let's delete all. Okay. Maybe it wasn't close enough. But yeah, now it's got 5 free slots again. So what I've done is I've uploaded those, that visual here. What the heck was that? Alright, next thing I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get a photo of it. And then, yeah, we'll bring out the recorder. And just real quick, I'm going to go ahead and upload all these. Okay. So yeah, I've uploaded all of those now. See if we can get an actual photo of him. And those are our footsteps, by the way. Because I don't have the parabolic mic out anymore. My audio is no longer muffled. Yeah, this appears to just be a regular residual ghost, which is not bad. Alright, how we doing? No, we're doing pretty good, actually.
Were you murdered?
I asked where, not just were. I think some of these responses are kind of interesting. Or some of the questions are not exactly the way they're supposed to be. We gonna get an answer? Probably not. Like I said, this seems to be a residual ghost, so I'm not really sure. Whoa! He was floating! I mean, yeah, he's a ghost. That's not what I mean. He was floating like in a pool. Did you see that? That was cool. I was just like, what? Oh, what's happening? Whoa, whoa. The ghost is starting to get pissed off. But yeah, the ghost was like... Stop that. It's like, were you murdered? It's just like, he appears to be floating face down in a pool. So we might be able to figure out who it is based on that. We basically are trying to use all of our information to try and figure out who the ghost is and how they died, basically. Trying to figure out their story. So if we can figure out their story, then we can help them basically move on, essentially. That's our whole point, is we figure out who the ghost is, what the ghost is, their story, Oop, a little closer. There we go. Yeah, he definitely looks wet. Or dirty, or at the very least. Yeah, he was like face down in a pool. I have no idea what all that was. Yeah, so we've got all the different tracks here. Alright, hey! There's the chimes. You hear those chimes? Yeah, look at him. Oh, he's coming toward me. No, don't do that. Doesn't he look like he's floating in a pool, though? Yeah, please don't come. Oh, that was really not good for my nerve. I'm gonna get out of here. I think we got what we needed anyway. I think we got everything. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... See, that one's not really a good photo anyway. I like this one. Let's upload that. And there we go. So he's floating in a pool. That's what I interpret that as. He's floating in a pool because that bathtub wouldn't be deep enough to be able to do that. Definitely looks like he's floating in a pool. So the ghost will kind of show us what they're, let's put this away. They'll definitely kind of show us what how they died and stuff like that. Alright, so now that we've got a lot of information, and what we can do is we can go into Fallen Apple. Now this is the storyline of Scots. These are all the different Scots. And now that definitely looks like a male ghost. So we're going to look at all the males. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these ghosts, and we're going to try and figure out which ghosts are suspect, and we can upload those. Or which of these people are suspect. And you can see that they died. These are the different years they died and stuff like that. Now if you go all the way to the top, usually what you'll find, say alive, you see that 1941 to alive, you can ignore those people like right off the bat. So I'm gonna look at this guy. Now the one thing you need to look at especially is the eulogy, basically. If you see this means this ghost is not even worth looking at, because basically the idea is the only reason the ghost is still around is because they died in a tragic way of some kind. So we want to look at tragic deaths. Death's resilience facing affluence. Okay, so I'm going to look at this. So Floyd passed away from a respiratory failure in bed. Okay, that's definitely not him. There's a Bernard Graham. Wait, did it change from Scott to Graham? Oh no, they changed the last name. Interesting. Okay, that's something new. Alright. Departed loved one. I don't think that's one. Eulogy. No, we're gonna ignore that. Yeah, this doesn't say. I hope we found peace and happiness. Yeah. Alright. So John Graham. A death submerged in prosperity. Okay. So John's announced. Okay. The authorities Alright, let's just read this, I suppose. So authorities are struggling to get to the bottom of this, of the curious case surrounding a member of the Graham family, whose body is found in the estate swimming pool. There we go. On Wednesday morning. John's unannounced disappearance puzzled the family and staff for much of the morning. We checked all of the rooms we could think of. We even asked the drivers, but no rides had been requested and none of the vehicles were missing. The strange quickly took a turn for the tragic. Okay, I get what they're saying. The strange quickly took a turn for the tragic when a member of the cleaning staff realized the large, unmoving shape lying on the floor of the swimming pool, which was in fact a body, or in fact the object of their search. The authorities' initial investigation did little to answer many of the questions surrounding this development. The inspection of the body points to drowning being the cause of death, with the otherwise little evidence of violence against the individual. Investigators, sorry, my southern accent is coming out. Investigators have likewise found no discernible evidence of forced entry or forceful struggle around the estate. Further suggestions no foul play was likely involved. The questions remain of reports of senior members of staff appear to indicate John may have fallen victim to his own slumbering mind, as he would sometimes be discovered walking around the home in his sleep as a youth, a habit that may have, unbeknownst to them, carried over into adulthood, if that version of the story is to be believed. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I suppose if they found no markings on him or anything like that, doesn't look like he was hit in the head, or, you know, didn't look like he was a part of a struggle. There's no evidence of anybody breaking in, or there's no evidence of anybody being around, then yeah, more than likely. So he was a painter. All right, so John enjoyed painting both portraits and landscapes. He painted several vivid works of art around the mansion. As a youth, he set up... So you're responsible for those creepy paintings. As a youth, he set up a studio on the second floor in the East Tower, where he would spend countless hours bringing the canvases to life. Or bringing the canvas to life. Oils were all he used because he said that... Or said they could be worked longer and were more forgiving. I mean, yeah, I suppose. As an adult, he would use his artwork to aid in local fundraisers and auctions for charity events. So, yeah, he was pretty cool. So, caption, the art room is located... Okay, yeah, we know where the art room is. Okay, so it's definitely John Graham. We're going to upload that. So then we go ahead and open up this. We can delete that. We can delete that too. The Wilhelm scream again. So you just hear that. I don't think that's related. That one's definitely not. Okay, that's him. See, it sounds soppy and wet. Definitely. I can delete that. Okay. So got those two. John Graham. We can go ahead and put that with that. I think he's a residual, but we'll check. And this was all part of him as well. Okay. Oh, he was actually floating in this one as well. Oh, these are images. So, I think he's a residual, but we don't 100% know. So what I'm going to do now is we're actually getting pretty good at this. We're going to take this as this was called the Jacob's Ladder. This is basically a device that kind of shows us where we need to be in order to help release this ghost. And what you can do is you can go ahead and go into tutorials, and we're going to go into equipment, and we can scroll on down to the Jacob's Ladder. I'm probably sure I'll probably remember this information once we get there. You see intelligent 9 kV, shadow is 12 kV, and residual is 20 kV. And you will see the sparks at the top of the ladder, and that will basically tell us what kind of ghost it is. We can kind of use this as a way of telling us what this ghost is. I think it's a residual, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 20. First, I should turn it on. I'm going to change this over to 20. Okay, because I think this is a residual. So, yeah, we're going to step back in here, and we're just basically just going to wander the room. Now, he does seem to appear... You want to kind of go to where he's appearing the most. Okay, he was kind of around here as well. Just kind of walk around. Oh, he actually threw something. You getting angry? Don't worry, we figured out who you are, man. And the ghost can't hear you, by the way. Threw a picture. Okay, maybe it's not a residual. Maybe it is an intelligent. It just didn't seem to interact with us all that much. All right, so intelligent was 9. Holy shit! Fuck you. I was trying. Whoa! Okay, no. Get out! Get out! Get out! You can hear the heartbeats. Ooh. Yeah, that definitely spooked her as well. I was looking down at the thing and explaining it, and I wasn't really paying attention to the visual, and I heard the noise, and it wasn't the noise that scared me, it was him appearing and running at us, kind of like, oh, holy crap. Alright, we're good. Yep, so I guess he's an intelligent, because he definitely spooked the crap out of us. He's getting angry, basically. Okay. This looks like a pretty good spot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hold the V key, or press the V key, and then I'm going to place it down there. That's where we need to be. So, the next thing we need to do is, so this is an intelligent. We need to go up to the art room, which we've been before. So we head upstairs to the art room. And we need to go grab one of the paintings. Or one of the, sorry, not the paintings, don't worry about that guy. And we need to grab, let's see, it'll probably show us what, okay, this is what we need to grab. E, there we go. Actually, it was a little bit of an orb there. So yeah, this is his. So you need to find out, basically, when you're looking in here, and you found this, you see the painting, you could see the item within the image there that we needed to grab, which was a little board. I forget what they call it. It's your painting board for putting your paints on and for mixing them and all that stuff. And then we need to go over to the location with this item. Now, it's not like the first game where you got to put the item on the floor. You just got to go over to where this is sparking. And then we got to go into the provocation. We got to go release. Now, I think we have the information we need. That's why I read it all out loud. I think we have the information we need to release this ghost, because you got to know a little bit about the ghost as well. So name John Graham.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of John Graham.
I want to back up just a little bit because he's going to appear. You don't want to be too close, otherwise you'll lose your nerve. And then he was a painter.
I have my palette. I just need some oil paints to get started. I think you could give me a hand with that. I know you love to paint. Can you please tell me where I can find some oil paints and a canvas to get started?
There he is. Look at him. Look at him. And then one more. So now you need to know how he was drowned.
I was saddened to learn that you drowned. I know there was suspicion about you drowning, and police eventually closed the case as an accident. I'm not sure if you're still here because they were wrong, but your family is genuinely worried that you still linger. It's okay to let this tragedy go and find peace now.
And there we go. Now the Jacob's ladder is annoying when you're doing the release. It's supposed to be an emotional moment and you just hear bzz, bzz, bzz. It's like, okay, we get it. I don't know if you'd need that to be sitting there, but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and leave now. So now that we've released the ghost, now in order to save the game, you have to leave through these doors. You just basically hold the F key on them. Or, sorry, E key. Or just hit the E key or whatever. Yeah, we have to leave and come back because otherwise the game doesn't save. At least I don't think it does. Because it definitely didn't save last time. Okay, then we're going to hit continue. Go back into the house again.
Let's see what we can find.
Alright, and then we'll just go right back to the computer. We go right back to our email. So more details from our phone conversation. Oh, we had a phone conversation with him? When? When was this? I didn't get no phone conversation. Oh, maybe it's not one of those. They probably didn't have enough voices for all that. That's fine. Emma Fraser. Thank you for returning my call and providing much needed comfort. My family's after call. So for years, guests have heard disembodied voices in the dining room. I have also seen an apparition in the hall connecting the dining room and the library. Most of the paranormal reports in the East office have been near the bookshelves around the desk. So there's 2 different locations. We got the dining room and we've got the East office, so it's getting a little tougher. I look forward to hearing about your successful investigation. Okay. So now, like I said, it's starting to get a little bit tougher now. Now we've got 2 different locations. We got the dining room and the East office. And then you've got 2 different things. I guess this stuff doesn't really matter because you can figure out what the ghosts are. And whatnot. So anyway, let's go bam and bam.
I should wait until I'm done in my backpack.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, now you can have places that are not actually haunted in the game as well, and you can mark those as red herrings. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the... Oh geez, there's a shadow ghost in there.
There shouldn't be a draft in here.
There was a shadow ghost as soon as I opened the freaking door.
This is an unusual EMF fluctuation.
I have not seen a shadow ghost yet, so this is exciting.
This drop in temperature seems like a ghost.
Okay, give us the EMF. As soon as we walked in the door, there was a ghost.
This EMF activity is probably from a ghost.
Probably. Alright, you know what? I'm getting out of here. I know how shadow ghosts were in the first game. I don't like shadow ghosts. They are very spooky. Okay, so first things first. So dining room is this icon. So you see this little icon here. This little, like a bunch of yellow with a bunch of boxes, and this one's blue. Shadow person. This one. We know it's a shadow ghost. As well. So as soon as we walked in, I could see it. I immediately could see it. It was just, it was not, that ghost was not hiding. Alright, let's see if we can get any more kind of recorder evidence, and maybe, actually we should probably do this first. Okay, that's got a nice wide view. Actually, maybe we should.
It needs to be on first, Stephanie.
Okay. There, a little further back. Yeah, that was definitely a shadow ghost. What the heck? I have no idea. Whoa. Something just went through that door. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. No. Do you want me to chase it? I'm not a fan of this. I will say, I am genuinely not a fan of this. shadow ghosts are very playful and wow. That was intense. Please don't hurt me. She lost her nerve a little bit too. Yeah, me too, lady. Me too. Interesting. Got anything else to say? I don't feel like provoking this ghost. I must say. I feel like this ghost is already very angry. How many do we have left? Alright, just one slot. Okay. So I don't need to upload anything yet. Dude, that is... Gotcha! That's definitely a shadow ghost. You see that? Spooky. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Oh, you hear the ambient noise change? We've leveled up. We've leveled the ghost up. It seems like a dude.
Anyone here who wants to talk?
I think if you record the same one more than once, it doesn't record it. Alright, prepare to go to the moon. Anybody watching? Prepare to go to the moon. I'm readying. I got my butt cheeks clenched. I am ready to go to the moon. Just need a little push to take left off. I love that all the doors in this mansion swing both ways. That's nice. That is very nice. That's just the thing heating up. Tong. I guess I don't really need a photo cam anymore. I already got a photo. Well, I might need a photo of the death as well. Just so I could see it.
Do you know why you passed?
Whoa. That something about times? Several times? What? Freaking light blew out right here. There's like bulb shards. Yep. That was the one. There's bulb shards all over the ground. I got you this time. Whoa, he's... Oh, I can't run. I can't run. I seen that coming, though. Come on, man. I was ready to go to the moon, and you just run at me. Alright, let's take a little bit of... take a little bit of a break. Alright, and then let's upload what we have. Cool. Yeah, I bled these two as well. Alrighty. Are we good? Alright, do some uploading, we're good. Dude, that dropped my nerves so much. Like him just standing at me. I was like looking at my watch going, yeah, that wasn't good for my sanity. He seems to really like this area. I might set up the camera over here instead. Alright.
Do you know when you passed?
Oh, maybe it is when. Maybe I misread it. Maybe the ghost doesn't know. Yeah, that's possible. Oh my gosh, my sanity. It dropped me down to 40. Even though I was running away. Stand back at base camp. He is not happy with us, is he? And for some reason I can't run. Maybe it's because I'm holding two items. Alright, ghost.
Tell me when you died.
What was it, the banging? That was not me.
Do you know why you passed?
Oh, he's having a hard time with the door. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Maybe I need the... See if we can get some answers out of this. Oh. Okay, he's looking around. Was he shot? Oh, okay, we're now at max level. I think he was shot. That's what it looks like, because it looks like he's looking around, but then if you look at it, it's kind of like impact, like shoulder, stomach. Shoulder what? I mean, who freaking knows? I think he was shot, though. That's what it seemed like, anyway. That's cool. I think I'm out of, Alright, I'm gonna step outside so he doesn't make me have a complete meltdown. Just stand over here. That was pretty cool, though. I think he was shot, though. I think that's what it was. So there's a move there. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna... Boop. Oh, that's a good one. You just see me like... Could I play it? Or I'm just like... Bye! Oh, yeah, that was that one there. Oh, we gotta upload that one too. Just upload all of them. Okay. Oh, what the? Did he follow me out to throw a wine glass at me? You did? What the hell? What are you doing? That way it still captures something if something from comes from that side. Okay, but you hear the bells, so we'll definitely... I still don't know how he died exactly. Yeah, all of this needs to be... done like that. Okay. Alright, I don't know if I need anything else from this ghost. Let's see. Oops. Oh, also have more to upload. Come on. Oops. Pull this up. Okay. Those are gunshots. I just now put that together. Those are gunshots. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, bang. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then 1, 2. Yeah, somebody's shooting him. Yeah, okay, I get it now. All right, yeah, we put it together. Okay, I didn't put it together the first time. I thought it sounded like he's like banging on a vent, and it's like the air, like it's like echoing through the vent system. That's what it sounded like to me. So that's what I assumed it was. Like it probably was. Okay. He looks newer. He definitely doesn't look like this, but we'll go through them all. Okay. Okay. The anticipation leading up to largest social gatherings. That needs to be perfect. It was when the massive efforts seemed to approach. Okay, she reported seeing Joseph clutching at his heart and gasping tables for... No, okay, that's definitely not it. Martin Kerr. Local shelf unforgettable meal to die for. Clutched his throat. No. You can see the names change each time. Obituary. Passed away peacefully. No. Francis. That's the same one. Okay, it's just the same one. Yeah, it's because he carried on the legacy with Doris Kerr. So they were married and then they had 3 children. Hugh Kerr. Obituary. Passed away peacefully. Mitchell. Submerged in prosperity. I was in the pool. It's weird that the names change each time. The cure is worth the is more than the disease. Frequent bouts of pain and unknown origins. Floyd. A 6-shot revolver. Okay, this might be it. Interest in a murdered elite. Floyd's late-night stroll around the family's estate ended with more than one bang as he was shot dead in his own backyard on the weekend. The startled reports that multiple gunshots had been heard in quick succession were confirmed by several bullet wounds on the body. The probable murder weapon, a 6-shot revolver, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Which was confirmed to belong to the family, had been discovered in a bush not far from where the body lay. According to one murder, the handgun had always been kept inside of a locked desk drawer, which upon investigation had been emptied out, but not forcibly opened, so it was somebody within the family that killed him. Additionally, authorities were assured that only the key was still in its original location, meaning that either the killer found a way to get through the lock without it, basically picking it, or an effort was made to replace it. This seems unlikely given the weapon itself had been recklessly discarded. Bizarrely, despite the numerous questions and implications left by the aforementioned findings, authorities have already indicated that they intend to wrap up their investigation into the case. When pressed on seemingly premature decision, the department's head stated, "Our position, lamentably, is that it's highly improbable further investigation will uncover any leads we haven't already exhausted at this point. If it is to be believed that the local enforcement agencies are strained so that not even the upper class can rely on them to solve murders in their own backyard, it certainly doesn't bode well for the working populace." Yeah, so Floyd Frazier, we're going to upload him. Home brew. Okay, so Floyd loved distilling alcohol, but was most fond of brewing gin. This one undoubtedly due to his love for London Dry gin. Over the years, he developed a recipe consisting of juniper, rye, and barley, using the step and boil method of distillation, developing what he felt was the perfect London Dry gin. Whenever having parties at the estate, he would always have bottles of his proprietary gin ready for the guests to savor over. Interesting. So, caption: the ballroom shown here has been the spot for countless parties over several generations. Thousands have danced on the floor. So you can see the bottle of gin in the ballroom. So that's where we need to go. Okay. Now we know for a fact this is a shadow ghost. That is definitely a shadow ghost. So we're going to go ahead and take Jacob's ladder here.
I should wait until I'm done in my backpack.
So shadow ghost was the 12, right? Because we got 9, 12, and 20, so 12. Alright, so if we go through here, I know I got a flashlight, but I just Oh, I keep forgetting as well. You don't have to press the button today. Okay. So you can find this bottle of gin. There it is. London Dry. So this isn't his gin. This is the gin that... Or, I thought this was the gin he distilled. But, no. So he was just shot by the family. Which is why probably why the local police gave up on the investigation, because anything that they found led that back to their own family, and since they're such a rich family, they just basically they probably bribed the police to just leave it alone. Oh, here we go. Oops. Dang it. Okay.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of Floyd Frazier.
Oh man. It's very smoky in here.
I found this bottle of gin. It smells wonderful. Do you distill this bottle of London Dry? Would you like me to pour us a glass?
Oh wow, there he is. Creepy. So he was shot. Murdered.
I was sickened to learn how viciously you were gunned down and how quickly the police wrapped up their investigation. It seems like your family didn't want it solved either. I'm sure you lingered to find justice. I'm here only to help you find peace. This feeling for justice will go on until your soul fades. But if you let go of these feelings, you can rest and find peace. Be at peace now.
And there we go. Nice. And he's gone. Cool.
Rest in peace.
Alright. So everything we had captured has been, yep, East Office now. Let's pick that up so it stops annoying everything.
I forgot to turn this on.
Alright, so what had happened while we were gone, by the way? Oh, so he's there. Okay. Alright, perfect. And we got all of our equipment back now. Alrighty. Now he got angry. Oh, so he brewed his own bottle of London Dry. Okay. That makes sense. That makes a little more sense now. I was like, wait a minute, what? Alright, so anything else that's been uploaded? Yeah, these are all good. Okay. Floyd Frazier. Alright, cool. So we've already, that way we can keep track. So now we need to go to the East Office. As well. Okay. Show me where the East Office is. Oh, it's on the first floor. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if this is a haunted location. Because I just kind of threw it in there at the end of the email, so... It's just like, oh yeah, we get most of our paranormal reports from the East Office. Alright, so this is the East Office. Alright, let's see if we can... I think I'm in the East Office. Yeah, because, okay, now, yeah, we're in the East office. All right. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I ask, like, at one point to be like, oh, it'd be cool if you could see where you were on the map? It's like, yeah, okay. I think that's the first episode. I'm not saying that I invoked that change. I'm just saying that was, okay. Alright, let's see if we get anything in this East office. Near the bookshelf, they said.
Another thing to archive.
Really? Where? Oh, yeah. As a computer. Alright, let's archive that. So,
It's a tight spot to be digging around in my backpack.
oh, whatever. So now what we can do is we can actually, I think we have to, do we have to upload it? Don't worry about that. That was just this thing blowing off some steam. It's a very old house. There's a pen here.
Another thing to archive.
Sweet. So you take a picture of it, and I think you have to upload it? Yeah, we haven't been in this office yet. But yeah, it's basically just more lore about the house and stuff. About the families and whatnot. Apparently they can't keep the names straight. Binoculars. It'll be purple when we find stuff. And she also seems to say things as well, which is kind of nice. I don't know if this is haunted. Oh. Oh, it's just when I face this way. It's the computer.
Unusual cold spot there.
Oh, maybe it is haunted.
This is an abnormal EMF reading.
Yeah.
This temperature reading has to be paranormal.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. Dude.
This EMF activity is definitely paranormal.
Come on. Can't be doing that to me. Hey, I went to the moon finally. I was expecting it not to be,
This device works better in my right hand.
I was expecting it not to be haunted. To be completely honest with you. Especially near the bookcase, they said, but he's like right there. Jeez. Actually, it's a better spot. Put it like this. There we go. Do we have another shadow ghost? It definitely seemed like a shadow ghost to me. So 2 shadow ghosts in the same house. That's pretty crazy. Gonna be a long night. Okay, you definitely seem to be talking a lot. Oops. Now let's erase everything. Right, upload that. Okay. And then... Dang it! stop talking to me. I need my equipment wasn't set up. Now you can talk.
Anyone here who wants to talk?
Nice. You see him like flew by there. Need to keep an eye on my nerve here. Oh, we've leveled it up. So I have level 3. Or level 4. I don't know. I don't know how the levels work. I know the chimes are max levels, so that's what I try to aim to get. Oh, that was the same one. Okay. Cool. What was the tinging noise?
Do you know when you passed?
Hopefully I caught all of that, because it stopped recording. It's not 1. Didn't they say like 3 a.m. was like the max?
Tell me when you died.
Definitely sounds to be choking. Sometimes it doesn't record, or am I just stupid? Probably.
Do you know why you passed?
How's this doing? 3 left. Okay, cool.
Were you murdered?
Okay, he's holding something. He's passing out. What? Alright, now we're level 5. So he was holding something, and he's kind of looking at it, and then he's kind of just... I don't know. That was very strange. It's safe to say this is a shadow ghost. Guaranteed.
What's keeping you here?
Yeah, what is keeping you here? Ooh. Pillow? The pillow is keeping you here? What's with the pillow? I don't understand. Actually, I don't need my photo cam anymore. Hmm. My ass, though. Oh.
Were you murdered?
Let's ask that again. You say sometimes it takes multiple times. I want him to show me again. See what he has to show us. Uh-oh. Alright, we need to get out of here. Run! I know we don't have to go all the way to base camp, but I'm gonna do it. It'll be quicker that way. Because we're so close. He's like, hold... Okay. Let's see if we can work this out here. He's like holding something and looking at it. Like, it's in his hand, right? Okay, this one I do not get. Let's see, local elite drops dead. It's that one where he clutched his chest. I don't remember reading anything like that. Michael Kerr. Oh, that was the eulogy. Okay, so despite the family's wellness, Arthur Fraser efforts to overcome his lifelong struggle with the pain only resulted in him ending his own life. Lifeless body was found late in the morning when he failed to come down for breakfast. Also, a bed were a syringe and several... Wait a minute. Physician staff, yeah. Or stash, sorry. The physician in question has refrained from commenting, citing patient confidentiality. Okay, the pain... So the pain remained manageable, but did not prevent him from carrying out most activities, though the last year it started becoming more debilitating. The family's caregiver explained the pain preventing him from an active social life he once had. So despite the remaining questions, especially unrestricted access to opioids, in concerning that he has yet... Because he kind of stumbles, right? And I thought he was holding something with his hand outstretched. Or like with his arm kind of all stretched down low, but maybe that is him like injecting, because I can't see what he does at the very beginning. But I'm wondering if that's him, if it's if it's Arthur, sorry. Arthur Fraser. We could probably get a question out of him. Okay. Alright, we're good. See, I think it might be him. Okay. Now we need to get back and get our camera. Yeah, I want to ask him if he earned himself. Because we can't ask that. Yeah, because we can't ask that on YouTube, I might just, like, cut that portion out. Okay, so... let's see what he says. Like I said, I'll probably cut that out, because can't do that on YouTube. Oh, he is angry. Run, lady, run!
Everything is okay.
Yeah, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Just relax. Whew. I know he just attacked you, but it's okay. Okay, I can't see my watch anymore. I'm not trying to look... I want to look at the watch, damn it. Okay. Yeah, he did get us pretty good there. I didn't get an answer to my question, but... I have no idea. Yeah, he was not happy with that one. Definitely. He definitely attacked us. We went from 100, though, down to that when he attacked us like that. So, yeah, pretty crazy. Alright, come on, ghost. Throw a pillow at us, too. I might ask... this again.
Were you murdered?
So that we can see it again, because I want to see it. Please show me. Run!
Steph, keep it together.
Why does she keep going into these panic attacks? Just relax, lady. It's okay. Alright. So how do we keep us from going into panic attack mode? I know he's very angry with us. I can't seem to get an answer to my questions. Okay, I'm going to stop provoking then, I think, is what we need to do. Okay, we'll just stop provoking him.
Right in line.
Hmm. I'm ready to run out the door. There he is again. Yeah, see, he's kind of... Step out for a moment. So if you stand in the light, does that also help? Maybe. Try not to let this go too low. He's also throwing stuff around in there too. I think this is the guy though. At least it seems like it. Yeah, I'm ready to run just in case he attacks us again. Okay. Give us something new. Don't spook me. Yeah, I'm looking around to see. I mean, I guess what I could do. Come with me. Is I could just take this. I cannot believe I completely forgot. This is like, just take this and head back to home base and we'll just watch this. There's a few instances of it. I don't know if it ever got caught on camera, but we'll see. Yeah, that was that time. I stood in front of the camera like an idiot. Oh, there's the pillow. It was this one, wasn't it? Because he's like holding out his left hand, right? He's holding it up. And then he kind of does something with it. And then he lowers his hand down and he kind of... I think that's the one. I think that's him. I really do. Put this away, please. Oh, I bugged out the thing again. There we go. Yeah, if you smash the B key so too many times, it kind of... I think that's him, to be honest. Alright, did I upload it? I did. Arthur Fraser. Yeah, I think this was him. I think he took his own life. He was a fisherman. So Arthur armed with rod and line. My lures took years to acquire. I wonder if we got any audio that sounds like that. We delete that one because it's not anything. I mean, if you really put your... It's like a squinting your eyes, right? It's like squint your eyes and you'll see it. It's kind of like one of that. It's kind of like that, but with your ear balls, you know? Like, oh, my... That's all I hear. Alright. So if we take this back out, we can actually mess with this audio. Yeah, that's exactly what that just said. I think that's him, though. I think without a doubt, it definitely looks like he's injecting something into his arm, and he's kind of just like, and then he just kind of passes out, essentially. All right, I think it's Arthur Fraser. Okay, so he was a fisherman, so I need to find this room. Conveniently, one fishing expedition. He proudly displayed them in the sportsman room adjacent to the library. Okay. So, sportsman room. Spare bedrooms, east. Is it in here? It said adjacent to the library. Is it this room here? And it just isn't on the... Yeah, this isn't marked. Alright, we'll go check it out. Oh. I was just like, what the heck? Alright, let's go check it out. I've seen those fishing rods before, but... Hey, that light's fixed. That's 3 a.m. I don't know if we can still release them after... I don't remember what they said. It was 3 a.m. or... Yeah, sportsman room. That's got a lot of guns in it. Aha! Alright, hopefully we can still do this. Yeah, Arthur Fraser. Gotta say though, I definitely like this game. It is really cool. I don't know if Chapter 2 is gonna be... I actually don't even know how to get to Chapter 2, like... What do we do? You know what I mean? Right. Should already be tuned to... Yeah, it's already tuned to Shadow Ghosts. Okay, Shadow Ghost, I don't have time for you to be spooking me and putting me into a... why needs to do that? Okay, I want this.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of Arthur Fraser.
Okay, we did have it right. Alright, so he was a fisherman.
Found this lure in your sportsman room. You have a wonderful collection of rods and lures. Can you please tell me more about this lure and what type of fish you would catch with it?
There he is. Okay. You gotta know where he's at. Alright, so he was not poisoned. He took his own life. Cardiac arrest, pneumonia, drug overdose.
I'm sorry you dealt with such physical pain every day. It saddens me to know that your doctors couldn't find you relief. It must have been exhausting, coping with it through opiates. I know your family's concerned that you still haven't found peace. You can find peace now, though. It's okay to pass on and leave this place.
Alright, sweet. Okay, we can leave.
I know that this was special to you. I'll leave it here for you.
There you go. Okay, so, you know, I really like this game. It's actually really awesome and stuff like that. Now, really the only thing I could suggest is definitely making stuff a little more obvious for the player, obviously, with some of the information like I talked about last episode. However, the one thing I could definitely say is I definitely enjoyed Conrad Stevenson's Paranormal PI more when it came to the release of Ghosts. The release of it felt the stories and stuff like that felt a little more personal, and they definitely felt more impactful when knowing the information about the ghost and what the lines of Conrad said and all that stuff. Like, that was really well done. Here, it doesn't feel as personal, as impactful as it did in the first game. It's still good. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the Jacob's Ladder having to be, or maybe it's the way you have to do it that doesn't feel as good. Like, the way you had to do it in the first game for releasing Ghost was definitely much better. It made sense. You had the incense. You had to know, where the ghost was and stuff like that for the incense. You had to have the relic, and then you took the relic back to a museum. The museum was actually a much better system. Maybe you could add, like, all of the items in this room into this room somehow, as this is kind of like your office style of thing, and then you could have, like, all the ghosts you've released on the walls, or just stuff like that, because it was more of a collection thing, and it actually felt better to me. The way it is now is kind of, you don't really have that same connection, I guess you could say. You don't really have that same the same type of deal there. But I do like the way this game is, and having it in one location, I don't know. I've still kind of mixed feelings at that. I like the giant mansion. At that same time, I'm like, I really did like being able to go to different locations and stuff like that within the game. Maybe that's coming. Maybe when you get into Chapter 2, you go to somewhere different. I have no idea. Not really sure. But for the most part, though, this game is actually decent. It's just, I felt like the first game was definitely a lot better. Had a lot more detail to it. It was all around much better, but this one's still good. I'm not saying that this one's bad. I'm not saying this is a bad game to play or to purchase or anything like that. I still like this game. Is definitely worth picking up, especially for the spooky season, of course. It's definitely a spooky game. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as detailed. It doesn't feel as good as the first one did. The first one felt really good about releasing the ghost. This one's kind of like a randomly generated name generator for each night and stuff like that. The names change. I don't know. It's just, it feels weird. It does. The story is the story of the family and stuff like that within the game doesn't feel as consistent. It doesn't feel consistent or anything like that, really. Anyway, let's go ahead and exit out and see what we got. So we're halfway through chapter 1. Okay, cool. We're halfway through chapter 1. And we're about to unlock chapter 2, it looks like. Looks like as you progress, you unlock the different chapters. And this is the total progress bar down here. Tragic deaths 10, hobbies 6, locations investigated 4, family names found 5. Successful contacts provoked evidence 21. Achievement. Electronic evidence found. Electromagnetic fields 2, temperature 2, audio 15, visual 31. Interesting. Yeah, 2 shadow ghosts in the same night. I don't know if it's randomly generated or if it's meant to be this way, but man, having 2 shadow ghosts back to back definitely kind of messed up stuff, because I was just like, every time I went back in there with 100 nerve, it would just immediately go down to near 0 and my character would have a panic attack. It's like, what the heck? Alrighty though, well with that though, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here because this video's gone on long enough, but also that was a pretty cool night. We got 2 nights done. We got the release of 3 ghosts, which is pretty cool. Definitely love this game. Definitely continue to play this game in the future, and we'll see what kind of new updates and stuff they bring to it. I would definitely like to... I think, for the most part, it's a pretty good game. It needs a little tweaking here and there with the story and with the way you interact, or not the way you interact, but the way you release the ghosts. Definitely needs to be a little more personal like the first game was. The first game was a lot more personal. It definitely felt a lot better helping the ghosts move on because you knew their stories. You actually got to talk about their stories through it. This one does it too, but it feels less personal. It just feels like more of just a, I don't know. It's hard to explain what that is, but like I said, pretty good game. Definitely still worth purchasing and whatnot. So definitely the first one as well. The first one was amazing. But like I said, that is going to be it. Happy Spooktober to you all. Hopefully you have a great rest of your spooky season and whatnot. But like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.